Hi everybody. This is going to be the third video of Archangel Micheal. I titled it Archangel Micheal 3. I'm trying to teach you guys, show you guys about who Archangel Micheal is. And some of the, if you were to connect with him, it's a little windy here. If you were to connect with him, you connect with him through your heart. Okay? This is serious stuff. It's not one of these, how much fuel I'm saving or what I ate at the restaurant or anything like that. This is about, I'm going to put something here for the wind. Put something else on it. Not good. And so noisy. Maybe there. And then put that. Now it is. Now you can probably hear me a little bit. Sorry, it wasn't quite 100% ready. The breeze came, blew me away. Okay, this is the third part series of Archangel Micheal. I want you to know what he's doing, what he's about, and some of the things he's teaching. Me, myself, I'm a warrior of light. Archangel Micheal is my commander, like my general. I have to do what I'm told. When I got, what do you call it, the opportunity to do this, I gladly submitted myself to do what he was asking. So this is what I'm doing. I'm a truck driver, over 30 years of driving. And through the years, I've seen a lot of people, I've seen a lot of friends come and go. I've seen in my life, I've seen a lot of betrayal. I've seen a lot of good people get hurt. And I've seen a lot of corruption, not just in the trucking, but it's all over the place. That's why we live, well, I figured it out. It's because we live in a third dimensional world. This world is changing to a fifth dimensional world. It's not going to be a third dimensional world. So they'll tell you on the media oh, this is end times and stuff. That's a yes and a no, because the world is not ending. The third dimension is ending. And what I mean by third dimension is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and 11 dimensions. The first and second dimensions are, how do you say it? They're not physical. What they call it. They're like ether, like vapor, and they're nothing but pain. And the third dimension is a lot of struggles, as you know. Look around you. Look around you. There's fires, there's fights, there's wars, there's theft, there's corruption, there's drugs, it just goes on and on and on. Now, this globe, Earth, it's called Mother Gaia. Also called Gaia. Also, well, it's evolving from a third dimension to a fifth dimension. In this video of Archangel Micheal, it's audio video. It's not no audio book, no nothing like that. It's an audio video that they come to me daily. Sometimes like one from at a time. And I have to, I have to listen to them because I'm a warrior of light. You guys are not warriors of light, but you guys, I'm trying to get you guys to ascend. I'm trying to get you guys to ascend. If you guys don't believe in any of this, that's fine, because he's going to tell you. Like I said, this is changing. And what I mean by the dimensions, think of it, like I've said in my last videos, think of it as a radio channel. Way back in the 70s and 80s and 90s, you really, the only things that were out there were AM and FM. And so you can only get AM, and both those frequencies were, you couldn't get AM and FM, they were totally different. But now we got internet. Well, that's kind of like what we're in right now. We were in FM, third dimension. Now we need to go, the whole Earth is evolving into the fifth dimension, basically, kind of like the internet, so that you guys can understand. You can't get, in your FM dial, you can't get, YouTube, you can't get Twitter, X is what it's called now. You can't get any of these social media. You can't get no radio stations. You can't get the GPS satellites with the AM, FM dial. You can't. AM, FM frequency. That's impossible. You can't. That's what I'm saying. If you guys don't start to ascend, start setting yourself up to go to the fifth dimension, you guys are going to get left behind. Who knows what's going to happen? Then you're probably going to say, oh, the world is ending, but I want to sit home and drink beer and, do all this, these bad habits that, like it's okay. Smoking pot is good. They legalized it. No, none of that smoking stuff. Zero. I don't care how much you like cigarettes or pipes or bongs or cigars or whatever else you guys smoke, vapes, vapor candies. Zero. None of that. Just, you're not going to get that in the fifth dimension. None of that. The food we eat, the food, our thoughts, everything needs to change. There's nothing to be afraid of. Absolutely nothing to be afraid of. And if you don't believe me, this is Archangel Micheal. He's taught me so much. Being a warrior of light, I had to learn this stuff. And I'm still learning. And I'm just at the tip of the iceberg. So, here's Archangel Micheal. This one is called, you can find him, all these, one last note. If you were to call out Archangel Micheal, energies are really strong. If you were to call out Jesus, if you were to call out, your favorite saint or whatever, more than likely they're going to send you some messages. They are. Well, not more than likely. They are going to send you messages. More than likely, you're going to miss those because you don't know what. You don't realize that. It'll come to you like a breeze. And you won't even, like a whisper. And you won't even notice. You gotta wake up. Okay? My job is to wake you guys up. If you call him Archangel Micheal, this is one way that he will teach you everything. What do I think that is? Import. Okay, export, import, HTC. Oh, hi, how are you doing? Thank you. Thank you for coming in. Okay, but like I was saying, I'm trying to get you guys to wake up. That's my job. That's why I'm a warrior of light. There's nothing to be afraid of. You're afraid of knowledge. You're afraid to try something different that could possibly help you. This will help you. Your beliefs, your ego, put them aside for now. Okay, just tell your ego, take a break, have a beer or something, because I'm going to be doing something. Perhaps out of the ordinary. I don't know. I'm going to show you this. This is, like I said, this is the third series. I'm only doing 3 of them. And I'm trying to teach you guys about Archangel Micheal. And I read this comment before. It's me, but oh, okay. Changing the channel. Oh, okay. I didn't know it was you. Hi, Rebecca. Remember, import, export. HTC. Okay, that's a pretty cool one. Anyway, this is, well, you know what I'm talking about Umberto. Umberto is one of my bestest friends that I have. Anyway, this is, go to my channel under community, all my posts and stuff, you'll see Awakening Me. Okay, you'll see those. Go to them. I urge you to go to them. This isn't fake. This isn't just computer generated AI stuff. No. And how do I know that? I know it from my heart. I can feel his vibration. It's kind of like you recognize somebody. I recognize his vibration. Just like my dog recognizes me and I recognize my dog. Or I recognize my mother or brother or father or whatever. I recognize. This is Archangel. It's a different kind of recognition. Because he has an energy. And that's how I know. I would never lead anybody down the wrong path. Are you kidding? I would be in serious trouble. There's a lot I'm going to be showing, but this is the last of the 4-part series I have with Angel Micheal. I think there'll be more down the road. I don't know, I'm trying to get you guys to see and know what Archangel Micheal does, what he's about, and what he's trying to tell you guys. Which I'm trying to tell you guys. They'll tell you 10 times better than I can. Anyway, here it goes. Just listen.
Dear ones, I am Archangel Micheal. I realize that some minds are thoughtful. I'm loving watching everything you've been thinking about what I've been talking about here. Very interesting. Very good. Yes, my brothers, there is a lot of new information, and I am trying to convey the information to you in the simplest way, the easiest way, so that you understand everything that has already happened, and why a lot of things happened. Continuing our topic from yesterday. I had told you to think, if you are the only system that dwells around the sun of Alcyon. Very good. I think you can see that it would be just another pointless thing. Something so immense, something so big, and just having you around it. For what purpose? None. There would be no reason for you to be the only ones orbiting around this great central Sunday. So let's learn a few more things today. Many of you have heard of the Pleiadians. That they are beings of light who are participating in this entire process here, of the ascension of the planet, and that they are loving beings who were willing to come here to help in the ascension of their planet. Alright, the Pleiadians come from the Pleiades. These Pleiades are a set of constellations, a set of systems that also orbit around this central Sunday. So this is just one example that you are not alone, orbiting this great Sunday. As I have already pointed out here, a few times, the history of this planet goes back many thousands of years ago. It's not relevant here for me to talk about the age of each star that orbits around its Sunday. This won't make any difference in your lives. I just say the following, as I already said here, your planet is very beautiful seen from space, because it is colorful, it has an atmosphere, or rather, I need to make a reservation, it had a totally pure, crystal clear atmosphere, and from very far away in space, you could see this beautiful blue planet. When our Father or Mother God creates something, everything has a reason. Everything has a foundation. That's what I'm tired of telling you. Everything we do, we, beings of light, always has a foundation, which you often don't understand. Many times you try to understand, but you can't. But everything has a foundation. So the idea here was to develop new souls, because each planet has souls that are born on that planet. Many are already moving forward and wanting to ask the question, where do souls come from? Calm down, this is further on. I'm still in space. I haven't landed yet. I'm still in space. Very good. So, the planet was created to be populated. Things don't turn out like that. God does not snap his fingers and create a being. No, things are not like that. So this planet was created to be inhabited. He had conditions. He had a perfect habitat to be inhabited. Very good. No, I'm not going to talk about you yet. As I said, your solar system orbits around Alcyon, whose orbit is around 26,000 years. We started putting numbers on the processes. You orbit around your sun for a year, and your system as a whole orbits around Alcyon for 26,000 years. Where you can conclude that it is a long orbit, far beyond what you can imagine. Far beyond what their minds can think. Far beyond what their religions can score. Much of what you know is from studies of fossils found on your planet. Everything is assumptions and studies. Nothing proven. Nothing actually understood. Everything was created and put on a great theater so that you could understand something according to those who were here. So let's go back to millions of years ago. In this sun of Alcyon, you will see, along with this video, you will receive a map so that you can look and understand more easily what I am talking about. Since you always need to create an image in your mind to be able to understand something. Otherwise everything becomes very empty, everything becomes very loose in your mind, and becomes more difficult to understand. So let's go. This central sun has, let's make a correlation with Saturn. For those who don't know the planet Saturn, I suggest you go online and take a look. It has an asteroid belt around the planet that orbits there in a balanced and harmonious way. It's as if the planet always had that belt around it. Very good. Save this image. So, around Alcyon's sun there is something similar, there is the photon belt. Which is a belt with very high energies, with transformative energies, energies of very high frequencies. Keep this information. But this belt is not placed on Alcyon like Saturn. No, it is not around the sun, with a round belt. It is around the sun, but it is, let's say, as if it had been stretched at both ends. So it's like a big rectangle with very rounded edges, and the sun in the middle. Very good. Then you realize, begin to understand that there are divisions in this orbit. You have two spaces that do not have a belt and that have a belt space. So everything that orbits around Alcyon sometimes passes through this belt, sometimes passes through a region that does not have these energies, and in a little while it will pass through that region again and then return to a region without these energies. Look at the image, and you will understand what I am talking about. So let's get some more information. This belt that exists around Alcyon takes approximately 2,000 years to be crossed. Note, I am speaking in Earth times, so that you can understand. You cannot imagine any other unit of time other than your own. So everything has to be done, based on your time unit, which are seconds, minutes, hours, weeks, months, and years. The greatest unit you have are years, centuries, and so on. But let's talk about years. So within Earth time, going beyond this belt takes 2,000 years. Very good. So let's do some math. The orbit is 26,000 years old, 2,000 years on each side of the belt, 4,000, 22,000 years left, 11,000 on each side. Observe the image. Very good. Why am I saying all this? There are people out there asking themselves, what are all these things, 2,000, 1,000, 11,000? What is this? Very good. So now you will understand. You are living, your solar system, is in this dark band of Alcyon's orbit. One thing that is important to say here, being in this dark band does not mean being in low dimensions. No, one thing has nothing to do with the other, because the other solar systems that transit this orbit are not intersera. Continuing. So, what is happening? You are approaching that photo belt. The time is coming when your solar system will enter this belt. Oh. Then everything starts to make a little sense. So when we, the vast majority, say, the energies of the Alcyon sun are arriving on your planet with much more intensity, what does that mean? It means that you are getting closer and closer to the belt. So when I tell you that there is a deadline, it is the date, physically speaking, on which your planet will fully penetrate this photo belt. Then you realize that there is no way to stop this process. And what does it mean to penetrate this photon belt? So I'm going to pause here on this question, and I'm going to talk about this belt. This belt is nothing more than an energy of great power, a transformative energy, a fifth-dimensional energy, an energy that transforms, that cleans, which brings everything we talk about the fifth dimension. So it is this energy that will make your planet rise, and everyone on it. So that's what I always tell you, there is no alternative, unless you invented transport, overnight, that could take you to the other planets. Which planets would you go to? How would you stay there? It does not have. There is no exit. Whoever is on this planet will ascend. Point. Now let's go to the other side. When I tell you that resonating fifth energy is resonating love, is resonating light, so these energies in this belt do not resonate with low vibrational feelings, because they are very high. When I say they are fifth, it is because they will bring your planet to fifth, but they are very high. So you understand, when I say that whoever doesn't resonate with this, won't stay on the planet? Do you understand, when I say that those who like to resonate with the third dimension, with power, with these low vibrational feelings, will not remain on the planet? Do you understand this? Because these energies will not allow it. You understand when I say that you have to vibrate high, that you have to resonate loudly, that you have to vibrate love, that you have to vibrate light, so that you are compatible with these energies. So, my brothers, it is not for you to sit around all day praying, you have to feel it in your hearts, not in your minds. You have to vibrate high, not in the mind, you have to vibrate loudly, in your heart, because he is the one who will be hit by these energies, and that heart that resonates with these energies will pass to the fifth dimension easily. Now he who does not resonate will not pass. It's like a big portal, it's like a machine that you're going to pass like a big test. You will pass or not, it depends on what you vibrate with, it depends on what you are vibrating at the moment. So, when I tell you that there is a deadline, there is a deadline. Ah, then you will go looking, your astronomers are counting, no, they are not because they don't accept it. Its astronomers do not recognize Alcyon's sun. It doesn't exist for them. So there are no accounts, does not exist. There are so many years left. No, that doesn't exist. Just, that's what I always tell you, there is a deadline. Yes, there is, whether you resonate or not, the planet will enter the fifth dimension. I've been saying this here for a long time. It's nothing new to anyone. So when we say, you are receiving direct energy from the Alcyon sun, it's because you're getting closer to that belt. Ah, so since we're getting closer, things will happen quickly. No, I did not say that. Getting closer is not saying being close, is not to say being inside. You are getting closer. So the energies are coming. So all this cleansing energy is acting on your planet, and on each one of you. She is already acting. No, no, you will not wait for that energy to get there. The moment you transition into it acting, no, she is already acting. You are already receiving these energies in a very strong way, and with each passing day, these energies become more intense, because you get closer and closer to the belt. So notice, when we say that everything is in motion, that every process is in motion, and that nothing is still, that's exactly why. The only things we are manipulating, within time, are the actions that will happen here, in your third dimension. Not those linked to the transformation to the fifth. There is no control. Your planet keeps moving. Your solar system keeps moving and keeps getting closer to the belt. So my brothers, there is no going back, there is no way, will happen, whether you want it or not. There is no way to reverse. So, many of you may be scared, oh, am I going to pass? I ask you this, what have we been doing here with all of you? What transformation has been made with all of you? You are learning every day to resonate a little more in the fifth dimension. You are being transformed, little by little, by me, by my teachings and by the energies that are arriving. But understand the following, energies alone do not change anyone, because if that were the case, everyone on your planet would be resonating in the fifth, because the energies are arriving. So, it's not just the energy that changes you. It is necessary to have the internal will to be changed, and that is what is happening here with this group, with these procedures, with these teachings that I am doing. So don't be afraid. What are you afraid of? To live something beautiful? To live in a golden age? To live a world without suffering? Is this what you are afraid of? Because, today I would say to you, the vast majority here are able to pass through this belt, and be there on Quinta, the vast majority, because they are allowing themselves to be changed. You are allowing yourself to learn. You are allowing yourself to know and accept, and you are changing. So there is nothing to be afraid of. Anyone who resonates with fear is because they know deep inside that they are not ready, that is not ready to rise, to ascend. So, today I want you to have this image, that your solar system is approaching this belt, which is why the energies are arriving here with more intensity. Because you are already getting, that's what you usually call, cosmic dust. It is as if it were the dust of these energies, but it is not, it is already the energy itself, and you are approaching this belt. Many questions will come from there. I know that, but they won't be answered today. I want you to keep this image, and discuss it. When I speak, arguing is not fighting, it is not slapping, please, it is to state things, your ideas, what the other person thinks, and always, respecting the other person's opinion, however absurd, however contrary yours may be. Respect each other's opinion. I want you to exchange ideas. I want you to open up, what each of you is understanding of all this. This is very important for your evolution, so that you understand what is coming. So that you understand what happened to your planet. So that you understand the entire history of your planet. So for today I'll stop here. I want you to carefully analyze everything that has been said here. Look at the image. If you want to research, research. It will be very good. The more information you have, the better, as long as it is reliable information. Search. Seek wisdom, seek knowledge, and that's great. I'm staying here today. I am Archangel Micheal. And I am very sure, that this work I am doing here with each one of you will bear fruit, fruits that will be the future inhabitants of the fifth dimension.
Okay. Let me put this away. second. Okay, well, if, it's a little complicated what he said, if you've heard it for the first time. There's some, basically what he said is things are changing, not just here on Earth, they're changing because of the orbit, because of our Milky Way, because of things are moving. They're not just sitting still. Nothing in space and the universe sits still. Nothing. And this is what's happening. Like he said, was it Aquan belt? That's kind of like that belt that's around Saturn, except around Saturn, it's just around Saturn. This one is huge. Hold on, I'm going to squeeze. Pardon me. This one is huge. You want to know why the scientists don't see this? Because they're programmed in the third dimension. All the tools, all the missiles, all the satellites, the James Webb telescope, all that. That's in the third dimension. Like I said, it's impossible to get Google from an FM dial. You can't do that. No matter what kind of new devices you have, you're still going to be in the FM dial, the third dimension. And this, what he's done, is he's shown me, and I need to tell you guys, wake up. Things are changing. We need to start purifying ourselves. And what I mean by that is stop being prejudiced. We've had many lives, incarnations. I was black. I was Chinese. I was African. I was Australian. I was from Russia. Thousands and thousands of lives. And I'm still in the third dimension. I've woken up. Am I going to reincarnate again? I hope not, because the darkness, that's what the darkness has done for the past over 2,000 years. This is what Jesus was trying to say, to tell everybody. Except Jesus didn't have the technology we have now. Now, with that voice that you heard in the last video, if you heard the last video, Dodi's page live, Archangel Micheal 2. He talks about himself, how big he is. He's bigger than our sun. That's how big he is. So there's so many things that I can go on, but the basic thing that you gotta do now, open your heart. Just don't be afraid to look at what I'm teaching. I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm not a teacher. I would love to be a teacher, but I'm only a warrior of light, like a beacon of light. That's what I am. And there's other things that I'm going to be doing, because I'm not just like a light bulb shining the light and whoever sees it sees it. No. I'm looking for, anybody. I'm looking at all the little dark shadows that I see, the little crevices. I'm trying to go in there and change them, shine the light. That's what I'm trying to do. And it's not just going to be here on YouTube. It's people I know. It's the people I work with. It's people that my family members, my friends on YouTube, and other social media outlets. But I have that advantage of the technology, like he does. The Pleiadians he spoke of in the beginning, they look like human beings, but they're from a different planet, from the Pleiades. They're from a different planet that's in a different dimension. And they are, over here they call them UFOs or aliens. That's like an insult. It's like, they're Pleiadians. They have a name. And you know what? They're also God's creatures, just like us. Stuff right there. You think, wait a minute, they're from another planet. Well, birds were from another planet. All these animals, some of them we never got to see because they couldn't exist in this, they couldn't live in this environment that we have. We need to be purified. Right now, we're at the bottom of the river. We need to start coming up. And in the bottom of the river, it's real muddy and murky and disgusting. As you can see, you hear about wars, you hear about prejudice, you hear about fights, about domestic violence, you hear bad jokes about anybody, about the family members, about the people that we love and stuff. All that's the murkiness. We need to clean all that stuff up. And like Jesus was a walking, talking man. He is now, he's the one in charge of, he's the one that told Archangel Micheal to do this. He's the one in charge of our planets. Although Archangel Micheal goes not just to this planet, he goes to other planets. I don't know about Jesus. I don't know if he does that or not. I'm a warrior for Archangel Michael's lucky neighbor. I gotta do what he says. At the same time, Jesus is like the director of everything. Right? And the beings, there's other beings on the planets that are so much more intelligent than we are. That's why we need to start waking up and start smartening up. That's my video for this time. I'm going to be putting up more videos, probably not in that, audio form like I did. I don't want to get struck down with copyrights or infringement or nothing like that. But I had asked Archangel Michael if I can do this, and then from what I get, You know, if I would have gotten, if he would have liked it, if it would have been against the rules, he would have let me know. He didn't say anything. So I'm going with it. So far, so good. Working with, I've worked with angels. I'm working with angels now. And it's not like working with the co-worker at work. It's not like working with training a dog or training a horse or any type of animal. Working with angels is like very much, a lot more blessing. You get a lot more. You feel it. You feel you are doing the right thing. And when you don't feel anything, okay, you're not gonna, there's no judgment. You're not gonna say, oh, look at you. They're not gonna do it. They're just gonna watch you do it. Because things you do, you reap what you sow. And if we do something, it'll come back to us like karma. So, anyway, like I said, this is me, Dodi. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed these videos. I'm trying to be creative. This is the third one, the final one. You'll see more next. I'll probably be talking about some of the, what do you call it? I call them angels. Okay, they're angels too. Serapis Bay, and Maria. They're ascending masters, right? Hercules, Mother Mary, Jesus, also known as Samantha. There's so many other ones. So I'm going to start, just focusing on one at a time. One day, one video, it'll be, I don't know if it's going to be a live, but it'll be a video, nonetheless, one way or another. This is my communication for now, until I can set everything else up. But you're going to start hearing more information about who is who, okay? This is me, and if you saw Abigail, she's by the door, she's in our heart. Thank you for watching, and you guys, please, wake up. Don't be afraid to listen. Just put your ego aside. Put your beliefs, just put your beliefs aside. You got nothing to fear. So your ego is what's stopping you. Your pride, your stubbornness, oh, what if my friend's saying it? Not your ego. Just put that away. Because our souls, when we die, what are your friends going to say? Oh my goodness, that's embarrassing. Really, So, this is what I'm talking about. If you guys don't start cleaning yourself up. I was just on the live one, and I made a comment, and it's like you could take it this way or that way. So, I'm about humor, okay? I won't walk up to the edge on humor, but I won't cross that line, okay? I'm not going to say bad things about anybody. another thing about me. And any and everybody is welcome on my channel. And one last thing. Let's say I have a troll, someone that doesn't like it. And for whatever reason. And, they're just bad mouthing me and stuff like that. I can't turn them away. I can't. If anything, I would turn the table and use them as a learning tool. So this is what you do when, whoever else would be listening or when they're talking. They would try to attack me, saying rude things and stuff. I wouldn't say rude things, but I can't do that. Like, it'd be kind of like, you're out at sea, and say you're in a boat, but you just, murdered everybody on the boat, and it's just you. And you see the beacon, which would be me. I can't say, well, you just killed everybody. You can't come over it. The light doesn't work like that. You're going to follow the light. You're going to see the light. That's what I am. And I don't judge. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not hateful. I do like to joke around. So, thank you for listening. And you guys have a great day.